welcome to another exciting episode here at IT Pro TV, and we got a great show for you today as we dive into Mac Management Basics, and we've got none other than Mr. Don Pezet here to help us out. Don, how are you doing, sir?
I am doing great, Wes, ready to kick this turkey off and jump into the exciting world of installation images inside of our Mac Management Basics training. And this is kind of an important, just a technology to understand. It's obviously the first thing that we're covering for Mac Management Basics, and so let's just kind of start off with a little bit of what is an installation image and why we care about it. Now, the short answer is that most people don't care about it. It's really not something most people have to deal with. If you think about it, you go and you buy a MacBook or an iMac or a Mac Mini or Mac Pro, whatever it is, you buy a Mac and it's already got OS X loaded on it. It's already installed. You push that power button, it asks you what your name is and what password you want to use, or you can sign in with your iCloud account and off you go, right? So very, very simple process. Most Mac users never have to install OS X. But if you do have to install OS X, then you're going to need to know about installation images and the different types that are available. And from an enterprise or from a business environment, you might need to do this not just once or twice, but hundreds or even thousands of times, right? Let me give you a scenario here. Let's say that you work for a school, and your school has certain educational software you use, and you've decided, hey, we finally got some budget money in, and we are going to refresh all the computers in the school. So we're going to buy 1,000 computers. And we need to get them deployed. They need to be running the latest version of OS X, so we need to be running El Capitan, right? And we need to have our educational software loaded on them. Well, I got a choice. I could, one by one, fire up all 1,000 of those computers. I could run through that little startup wizard and give it a name and a password. I could then install the school software on those machines one by one, and I could do it 1,000 times, and it would take forever. Now, if you're an hourly employee, that's cool, right? Hey, it's job security. You are going to be working hours and hours for months on end. But if your goal is to have it done by the end of the week, and you've got a very small IT department, which most companies do, you need a way to get it done faster. And so what we can do is we can build installation images. Installation images that have OS X set up exactly the way that we want it, that has the user accounts that we need, that has the software that we want in there, that has everything already baked in. So that when I get those 1,000 machines, all I have to do is power them on and start the installation process, and it'll install OS X and have it completely set up the way that we want it. And now you can rapidly provision large quantities of machines. Now, you see why I say that most people don't care about this. Is your home user going to do this? No. If you have 5 computers to set up, or even 10 computers to set up, it's typically faster to just do them by hand, right? Apple calls that a hands-off deployment. I think it's funny because it's not hands-off. You actually have to do a lot of work to get them done, but it's technically your hands-off, right? you could give the Mac. I can give Wes here a new laptop and say, here you go, Wes, set it up. and he could run through that wizard and create his account and start installing his software and do it all himself. My hands are off. But if I want a true hands-off, right, or they call it like a ZTI, a zero-touch installation, where you bring up the Mac and it just gets installed and has everything set up the way you want it, well, for that, you're going to need installation images. And so in this episode and in the next couple of episodes, we're going to see those. And in this episode, I want to start off with just kind of what the different image types are and give us an introduction to the most common type of images, and then we'll work through some of the more advanced ones in the next few episodes.